I was going to do an outro, but I don't know what that was you were in. It's not the grass, so I can't really give you an outro. I don't know what it is. So outro from some sort of random plant. I'm not kind of Mountain Dew Icy, because those are a breed of icy now, and so I'm kind of energetic, but not super. So I was thinking yesterday about some stuff as I walk home. I stroll home. As I mosey onto my house, the sun is really bright. Not when I walk home, but you know, when it's high in the sky, in the afternoon sky. Anyway, transition. I was thinking that I was going to try to give you guys some advice because it's Wednesday and we're going to do these things called Wise Days. And if you have any questions or anything, I want to give, just we can talk, kind of, get to know you. So I want my advice to be relevant for whatever time of day. I don't want you to see my face just glisten. It'd be really distracting, I bet. But I want my advice to be really relevant for whatever time of year it is. So, whether it's about relationships or how to handle situations or stuff like that, I want my advice to be pretty relevant and, pretty hip. I got a BlackBerry instead of my Android phone broke. So I switched out for this BlackBerry. I hate it so much. It's like the most annoying phone ever. No offense to the BlackBerry company, but this phone, nothing like an Android phone. I really, really became a big fan. Well, like, you don't know you're a fan when life just seems easier, but then when your life is, my nose, this really bugging me. When life gets a lot harder and you have to switch to a BlackBerry, you know how much of a fan of a good life you were, because it's a lot more difficult, I promise. The BlackBerry device, Android, way easier. I haven't ever had an iPhone because I went and got an Android instead, and just liked it way more. Anyway, so for our Wise Days, for the advice, you could take that as advice, buying an Android instead of an iPhone. Don't plan traffic, especially in front of her. She's a vigorous driver, drives very vigorously. Actually, she lives just down the street, I believe, if I'm not too much of a stalker, Stacy. Like walking this way, but we're really walking that way. The BlackBerry is not being very cool. Yeah, that's annoying. It's not, the conversation's supposed to be in bubbles, like it says, but they say and you say. It's not doing that. It's telling me everything that they say and just throwing my text away. Apparently it's not good to keep a copy. Anyway, so my advice for today, it's not homecoming yet. I have some really good homecoming advice. But I'm actually, believe it or not, that was weird. I'm kind of a romantic type of guy, which is really random. But that's, who I am. So I do handle those kind of questions well. This might be a longer vlog than I wanted it to be. But, it's good advice. So, well, somebody had a field day with that marker. Anyway, I had good advice yesterday, I promise. I thought of it and I was like, that's great advice. I know I'm kind of being more random and not talking as much as I usually do, which is usually why you come here to watch me talk, but when I'm not, it's not as exciting. So, I think of good advice to give. Until then, I'll just sit here and look at you, and you can look at me. You look way better. You're wondering why I'm all dressed up. I'm wondering why you're not. Because I already invited you to the dance. So, yeah. So, that's a good place to start. Okay. So, because homecoming is probably, like after you get in school and you get comfortable, you get run over by traffic, after that, homecoming is the next big thing, You got football games to go to and then homecoming. As long as your school plays football, I know one school I knew, I've heard of, had a basketball homecoming game, which was weird, because I've only heard of football, but they had basketball. Apparently they did a lot better. But, yeah. Hold on. Maybe people were taller instead of silver. Anyway, but for your homecoming, for your date, shut up, don't talk about it. The best way to get a date, alright, if you're freshman, we'll start with freshman. For my first homecoming, my freshman year, I went as friends with this girl I've known since 7th grade, I think, something like that. Around 7th grade. I knew her for like quite a while before then. But freshman year, it's okay to go as friends, and I suggest it. Mainly because it's the first dance you're going to, and it's really, really awkward. Because if you go to parties or any kind of graduation party or anything, all your friends are there, right? And you know the group of people. Homecoming, I guarantee you, there will be the most random kids in the school will show up at homecoming, and they will dance in the most random of ways. You will learn so much, so quickly, about people, and who they are and what they want to do with their high school career, I guess. But anyway, enough about that. So yeah, homecoming, definitely go. Definitely go. Go as friends is what I suggest. If you have a girlfriend, boyfriend, I suggest taking them. They wouldn't appreciate it. You're like, I'm not going with you. I want to go with Jonathan. He's my best friend. They don't like that. But go. For sure. Even if you go alone, which is the worst, but go. Somehow go. Because freshman year, even if you hate it, freshman year, it's good to have it out of the way so you kind of have a feel. And if you want to go back, next year. Or maybe senior year you want to go back. But, just get out of the way. So definitely go to homecoming. And that's my advice for Wise Days, which is Wednesdays, but Wise. Anyway, I'm going to go. Have a nice day. If you have a nice go welcome to yesterday's video and have a nice yesterday. I got really good at saying that really, really fast. I'm going to wrap it someday. Not really. But, yeah. So that's about it from me. My nervous head scratchings and touchings, because I realize billions of you probably watch this. That dog freaks out all the time. If you have any questions or things you want advice on, you can message me or comment, and I will be sure to do that, because I love giving advice, and it's not the worst. I guarantee you. Not the worst. You can go in my stripes.